morning, ladies. I hope you all are doing well. I apologize for not being on here last week. I had a stomach bug and it pretty much took me out for the week. And so anyway, but I am back now feeling much better. And so anxious to get back at the house and get some things done. And of course, this week is Halloween. And I told you all last year, we don't go out for Halloween. I'm not against going out for Halloween, but when COVID started, we just started staying home and it just kind of stuck. And so anyway, if you want to see what we do for Halloween, I have a video that I posted last year about that. And so you can see kind of how we make the evening special here as a family at home. But anyway, we had big happenings this week. So my middle daughter drove the children to school for the first time yesterday, by herself. So that was scary. No, she did great. But you know, she's my third one, of course, to drive, and you think it gets easier, but in some respects, I guess it does. But like that first time when she leaves with everybody in the car, it really does firm up your prayer for the day. And so anyway, but she did a great job. And so I was really tickled for her. She just called when she got to school. She's like, we made it. Of course, we have Life 360. So I knew they had made it because I had been tracking them the entire way. So anyway, and then she drove them home from school yesterday while I took Mercy to her lesson. So all of the older ones were very glad they didn't have to stay for the lesson yesterday and they got to come home. But anyways, we had that going on, and just winter is approaching. I mean, it is fall, but like it is cold here today. I've got my coat on and I was going to get outside. So, you know, Christmas decorating is approaching. And before I decorate, I like for the house to be clean. It doesn't always happen, but if I have my preference, that's what I like. And so I wanted to get started on cleaning for Christmas so that by like mid to end of February, I could decorate and just enjoy it for the whole season. And I was going to do some stuff outside today, just, you know, washing windows and knocking down cobwebs and that kind of thing. But it is cold, and so I don't think I'm going to do that today. So I think I'm going to get in the house and just start somewhere. I haven't even decided where yet, and just start doing some deep cleaning to get ready for Christmas. And also, I need to start planning, and I'd like to encourage you to do the same, just things you may need to get for Christmas. Not necessarily gifts, but things, you know, that you may forget. Like if you have family coming to stay, do you need to buy like, you know, extra toilet paper, extra paper towels? You need to, you know, plan out what you're going to eat for Christmas and, you know, get the shopping list going for that. And speaking of that, I don't know if you have Food Lion where you live. Food Lion grocery store, but we do. And right now they're doing the thing where if you shop and spend $50 6 different times, you get a $20 gift certificate. And so I do that every year because I try to make a list before I go in that will just be right at the $50 mark. And I only buy stuff that's on sale and stuff that I will need for Christmas. And so like today I went in and I got some of my baking things that I'm going to need. And so I got my little X. You have to have their MVP card, which is free. But anyway, in order to do it. And so I'm super excited. I'm halfway there. You have to have 6 shopping trips, and I've gotten 3. And I have until like, I think November 26th to do it. But anyway, I enjoy that $20 gift certificate at the end. And as long as I'm not spending more than what I would anyway, it's all good. So anyway, but like coffee, do you need extra coffee in the house around Christmas, or, you know, things like that. So just trying to get prepared, thinking about that. I need to go ahead and order my Christmas cards. I did go by the post office today and they have their Christmas stamps out already. So I got those. And, you know, not many people do cards anymore. That's just kind of a thing of the past almost. But I remember as a kid, I absolutely loved opening up the Christmas cards, and we would tape them around the arch. We had a big arch around our dining room, and like where you enter the dining room. And anyway, it was about the size of like two doors wide, I guess. And I would just tape them up all the way around it. And it just, as a kid, you just remember things like that. And I already got my advent calendars. Last year, oh my goodness, I bet we went to 7 different stores. And I don't like the expensive ones. I like the cheap advent calendars. They're like, well, they used to be 99 cents. Now they're $2.99. But anyway, and so I got those for the kids. And I ran into them in Kroger the other day, and I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and get these. And so anyway, got those, but trying to think in that direction and get going and planning, and so that things don't hit me all at once. But anyway, later today, so for our beef, we have a cattle farm. However, we don't eat our own. I can't eat things I name. And so anyway, we buy our beef from a gentleman that we know. And so I have bought a half of a cow is what we buy twice a year. We could get the whole thing at once, but I don't like my beef to be in the freezer but so long. And so one half lasts us 6 months. So I have to go pick up my half today. And so I thought I would take you along and show you how much meat that turns out to be for us. And it'll last our family of 8, 6 months. And so anyway, and it's a big expense on the front end. Not gonna lie, it's not cheap. But it turns out with what we pay for the beef and then the processing, it's under $5 a pound. And that's for everything. So that's for your ground beef, for your steak, for your roast, for filet mignon, cube steak, just everything. It's just a flat, that's your price per pound. And so, yes, it's a lot of money, but it is so much cheaper than a grocery store. We actually, the half that I get in the spring, I need to start picking up or ordering like a quarter, maybe July to August, because we don't get our next one until like the end of October. And because all the kids are home during the summer, we use more. And so, I mean, we don't eat beef every day or anything, but like we go through it faster when everybody's here. And so I've been out now since like the beginning of August, and having to buy it at the grocery store. Oh my word. It is insane, the prices. And so anyway, if you can possibly do it, it really is, it's a better deal. And to be honest, it tastes a lot better. But anyway, so I'm going to go get that today. So like I said, I'll take you guys with me and show you kind of what that ends up looking like for us. And anyway, so that's going to be it today. But we're going to hop in now and get cleaning a little bit. Not going to spend the whole day, just going to try to get started on it and go from there. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so excited to be back on here with you. I'm so glad to be feeling better. My goodness. It is not fun when you don't feel well. And so it's been really nice. It's been cool here. So Sunday I made, family of 8, everybody's taste buds are different. So I made chili potato soup with, it was like a loaded, it had like bacon and cheese and sour cream in it. Oh, so good. And so potato soup, chili, and chicken noodle soup I made on Sunday. And so we ate on that yesterday, and Sunday and yesterday. And it was so good with the weather being cooler and everything. And anyway, I didn't have to cook yesterday, so that was nice too. But all right, well, let's hop in the house and we will get to work. All right, so I decided I'm going to start in the dining room because it's the easiest room, to be honest. And since I have to go get the meat today, I can get something accomplished and not have to leave it half done. But the first thing I'm going to do is move all of Mercy's horses back upstairs where we had put them here for her birthday. All right, so I got all of those out, and what was really nice is I had cleaned that really thoroughly before I put them in. So like I don't need to Windex it or dust it or anything like that. But I wanted to tell you real quick. So last week I felt awful. But anyway, we entered Mercy in Apollo in her, or in a costume, a Halloween costume contest. And so I'll put a picture for you guys. they just turned out so cute. So she was like a little fairy and he was a Pegasus, you know, like with wings and stuff. And so anyway, I thought she did good. She got 4th. It was our very first attempt at something like that. So anyway, she was excited. She had a good time, and that was the main thing. But she wants to take him Friday trick-or-treating. And so anyway, she wants all of us to go to the barn, and then we have to stand at different gates, and she will walk him around and we'll give him treats. And so he's going to trick or treat on Friday, which I thought was adorable. But anyway, all right, got that done. Going to move over to this curio cabinet, get that one ready to go, and we'll just keep working our way around the room. And get these windows cleaned up. And I always carry a notepad with me when I'm doing this, because there'll be things in every room, like maybe you need light bulbs and you don't have any on hand, or you know, you want to get extra this or extra that or whatever, and just make a list. And I just think that helps, because if I try to remember it, I'm not going to. So, all right, those are good. The insides are actually pretty good. They're not dusty. So that's nice. Let's run over those real quick. All right, now I'm gonna put some stuff in the bottom here, these plates and all, and just get that organized. You know, it's a good time when you're doing this type of thing to look at all your stuff and just ask yourself, you know, do I still need this? Do I still want it? Especially right now, it's a good time to sell stuff to make some extra money for Christmas. So, oh my goodness, I had that in the back and forgot about it. Need to pull that back out. All right. And somehow I ended up with some of my Christmas china in here. Isn't it cute? We've had that since we got married, and we love using that. We use it every day during Christmas. I'm not one to save things, so we use that all the time. I think one of the saddest things, my mother-in-law never used her china at all. And then my father-in-law passed away, and so they never used that together. And I just think that's sad. You know, I think you should enjoy what the Lord has blessed you with and use it. All right, all of these are good. Leave those in there. My cranberry sauce dish. You know, I'm sure everybody has dishes that just mean a lot to them, but growing up, we always had a certain dish we used. I love cranberry sauce, but I don't like the real stuff. I like the stuff that like is congealed in a can. And so we always had a dish like this. And so when I got married, of course I didn't have one. My mom, of course, still has the other one. And so anyway, my dad gave me this one. And so this is my cranberry sauce dish. That's the only thing that goes in here. That can come out. Gravy boat. All right. I think this needs to be wiped off with a wet rag. So let me go get that and we'll keep going. All right, ladies, so got the room finished, did the windows, light fixture, Table is shining, did the floors. So the only thing I didn't do were these two curios. And my reason for not doing those today, I'm actually going to put my gingerbread houses in here this year. So I've got to take all of the teacups out at Christmas to put the gingerbread houses in. So I think I'll just wait and do everything all at once with that. But everything else in here is done. So I'll put that on my list, and let's go pick up the meat. All right, so just got home. I've got all my beef back here in the car. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laundry baskets full. So ended up with actually just a ton of meat. It was like 120 packs of hamburger, and then like, how many hamburger patties? I forget. It was a lot. It was 535 pounds of beef. So anyway, anxious to get this stored away in the freezer. And here's Asher. And oh, look at him run. This is like really good child repellent. All right, guys. So I'm going to get all this beef put up, and the kids are going to help me. So they don't want to be on camera. So I'm going to cut it off for today. But hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.